timing. They always share the same title.
But I think happened was so when I plug it and plug it back up.
At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was
when I opened it up, right? When I turned it up, it said that my system wasn't turned off properly.
Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and
touching my shit.
Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. That's what defines my name.
Because whoever turns it up, find me a brand new and you bet it. I'll take it out there, yeah.
NAS. That's what defines my name. NAS. That's what defines my name. Hey yo, 30 years later, no matter what's dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing? Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats. Alright. 30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab. Alright then. Let's go, Nas. It's time. It's album time. Yeah. It's time. It's time. Black is time. Premiere album still gonna happen.
Time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power.
What were you doing? That's it, right? That's it. Like that, right. I just thought that it was good. All right. No way, I need to hurry up. I'm putting too much thought into it. You know what? Yeah, we were. Fuck it. Nah, that just messed up. Okay. Here we go, we'll go through it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. 20. That's hot. That's hot.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Key.
To throw, Mayfield. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield.
I didn't get to play like those guys, but I don't.
Down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1
play
yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield.
You were right there. Wait a minute while you put Costco down.
And he's going to have
That's a
another
nice
first
thing,
down
yeah.
as the tackle's
I
made at the
think
Jaguars'
the over that
28-yard
field.
line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Look at that kick.
At the 29-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
And they will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Figure out where we're going. I was on the right play. He just timed that. So
second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
good
This return is going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And
Pollard gets the yard, baby.
The 27-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they get a touchdown on the opening drive.
Got a man.
There we go, Drew Brees. There we go, baby.
That one a first down pickup of 8. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with touchdown passes, definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Bengals defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I tried to do that, but I don't even know what I was thinking about there.
The 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down.
Get something right here, please. Get somebody to get
this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Nope. Troy Polamalu.
And the Bengals will take over.
Did Troy even play?
12-yard line.
Troy didn't play for the Bengals, did he?
First interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week.
I don't mind, it was
no interceptions in that game, but this defense,
I thought that much
they're
was
able to take
the
advantage
team.
of an early mistake.
Hey.
Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That
If we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose by 6 or 5. I woke up, I was on time, so I'm gonna be a little tired. I'm not losing. We gotta get this in. Yeah.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they
my God.
The extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Isaiah Likely, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
Isaiah is just like that. He might be big, he ain't really a fast guy. Get up off the ride.
Up and through by Myers. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it as we resume action. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early.
Oh, my God.
Everything falling apart.
I got, you don't even get in there. This is not going to be a good game, man. Oh, my God.
6 for Bengals TV. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Johnson on its post 3. Football's out. And the Bengals have recovered it. So
this Bengals team
themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
Come on, guys. We got to figure out something on D. We got to start playing some offense. The defense needs to step up, too. Jeez.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
Pushing 3, that's better, but we got to get on that board. We got to. As long as we can push him to 3.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all
Yeah,
that
get big
Howard, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to
I don't play good now. Just now waking up. I'm all for it. Wait, it's right.
Because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
There we go.
But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
There we go. That's it, baby. Come here, please.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things.
We're going to stop throwing it deep like that. He's got some good defenders back there.
Not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
There's Breeze. And it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We got cops. We got
Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Short one there, caught by Likely. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Mayfield down. That is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Trey Benson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Gets past one man. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Breeze now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze to throw again. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shot.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a big 6 for Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
And you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff? Make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Breeze going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Johnson jostles free. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much from a fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdowns scored in this game.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go.
What time you got to go, babe?
Pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific
What time you
field
got to leave?
position. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I ain't hungry.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3.
Gotta find out for them. You gotta be ready.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Pitch and catch to Marone. And I think the ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Irvin is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, Mayfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it is 42-0.
Jaguars nothing.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, alert, 180! What's that?
Well, now they'll try the end around. Fights through it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Bucky Irving, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars nothing.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Johnson jostles free. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper to the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now, Breeze again. They'll find Ayuk open right side. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 42-yard.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Here's Breeze to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's to Warren, his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, it's Breeze. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Warren, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
That'll give Irving running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you drop.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. I think it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Uchenna Nwosu. in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tied game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
But the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Once again, it's Irving. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
30-yard line.
What's that? Real.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
180!
Well, fans usually love to see scoring